Hello, my name is Colleen, and this is a Shakti Spinal Flow. So your spine is the most important area of your body to stretch and give attention to. Our spine is what holds all of our parts together, and the more openness and flexibility and clearing we've done to the spine, the more we can run Kundalini through it. It's like our spine is this highway to open us up to higher states of consciousness, to more divinity, to our higher selves. So through this practice, we're going to be working different ways with the spine to open it up, and then we'll end with some breath work, because now that we've opened the body more, the breath work can permeate even deeper. So first of all, we'll start with doing a shaking practice. I love to start any practice with shaking because it helps to put our bodies in a state of release, and it starts to turn up our body's intelligence. So to get started with our shaking, you'll come up to stand on your feet. And so once you're on your feet, you can rock your feet back and forth to find this full connection to the earth. And then I like to roll the shoulders up and backwards to open up the chest. And then you can close your eyes. Really feel an openness in your hips and in your heart. And then start to breathe with a big open mouth breath. Filling up to the bottom of your belly, letting the air rise up. And then open mouth exhale, release. And as you release, dropping deeper into your body. So big breath in. Exhale, release. Another breath like that. Big breath in. Exhale, release. And then we'll start to bounce into the knees. And as we're bouncing our knees, we're starting to let go more of the body. So there's this softness that we have to our whole being. And the body can just loosen, it can start to shake. I recommend once you get comfortable with the shaking, closing down your eyes and making it more of an inward experience. And you can start to layer in that open mouth inhale, open mouth exhale, as I just was teaching. Like so. And you can explore maybe shaking your hands, you can shake your head, whatever movement's calling to you, however the body wants to move, start to let it move. There's no right or wrong way here. We're just trying to let go. We have about 30 more seconds left of this practice, so really try to stay with it 30 more seconds. And then slowly, we'll gradually allow the body to naturally come to a more still place. No need to force it, just allow it to come slowly back to your center. Once you're in your center, bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Connect to your feet to the earth. Take one big deep breath into the bottom of your belly. Open mouth, exhale. Soft bend into your knees. Visualize pulling all of your energy back into your spine. Pulling all parts of yourself into this space, into this moment. And then if you're feeling like you're ready to move, we'll all come down to the mat to start some more movement. So slowly you can make your way down. We'll start in a child's pose. So for a child's pose, we would want our toes together, knees a little bit wider than hip width distance, and then arms will come out long. And first, just connect down to your mat with the forehead. And try to drop your body more into the mat, as if you can relax a little bit deeper here. Then we'll start to move into some movement. So maybe it's best to watch my movement first, just so you get an idea of where we're going. So to begin, you'll inhale up, arch your back, tuck your chin. Hips come down, face comes up, chin looks up, open your chest, roll your shoulders back. And then exhale, press through the hands. Begin to arch your back and then come back to a child's pose. So now try it with me that you've kind of seen where we're going. Inhale up, arch your back, tuck your chin. Once the shoulders are over the wrists, begin to drop, open your hips. Open the chest, look up, stretch up, open the neck, open the chest. Exhale. Inhale, press through your hands, begin to arch your back and come back to child's pose. So one more time with cues, and then I'll let you explore this on your own. Inhale up, arch your back, tuck your chin. Once the shoulders get over the wrist, drop the hips, open the chest, open the chin, look up. Exhale, press through the hands, arch your back, come all the way back to child's pose. So now let's keep this movement going. You can close your eyes, make it more internal since now you know the movements. Inhaling up and exhaling back. And the more times that you do this practice, the more you can drop into it. So you can stretch the body a little bit deeper, let go a little bit more. We'll do 2 more of this, and then I'll meet back in child's pose. Once you're complete with your 2, we'll meet in child's pose. And then slowly start to come back up to a tabletop. We want the knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. And we'll do more of a traditional cat-cow here. So for this cat-cow, we'll inhale up, drop the belly, chin comes up. Exhale, tuck your chin in, curl the back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. And then feel free to start to put your own intuitive spin on this. So we can maybe move the hips around a little bit, move the shoulders around a little bit. Take about a minute to explore any movements in the spine in this position. You can watch my body explore, but it's best to start to follow your own movements. So that can be spinning in your hips. So if you're doing a barrel turn, so making your body as a barrel, curling it to one side and curling it back up to the other. And maybe going the other way with that. You could feel more snaky in your spine, moving the hips from side to side and the shoulders side to side, playing with pressing through the hands in different ways as you do this. Again, there's no right or wrong way. We're just kind of feeling our spine and feeling our body start to move a little bit more. Take about 10 more seconds and just explore anything you haven't done yet. No one's watching, you're in your home, so you're safe to try something new. And then we'll all meet back in a tabletop position. And now sending some attention to the shoulders. So the shoulders will come up towards your ears and then roll them back down your spine and make a full circle. It helps to keep your focus or your drishti point about a foot in front of the mat as you do this. And just feel into your shoulders a bit more. Allow them to open up. Take one more circle around. And then walk the knees forward and come to sit onto your mat. So once we're on our mats, we'll come back to that seated position. We'll start with some torso rolls. So first focusing on the lower part of the spine. So on your inhale, you'll inhale, come forward. Big inhale through your mouth. On the exhale, come backward. And it helps to make sound. Sound helps you feel into your body more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And so now that you have the movement, I encourage you to close your eyes and breathe a little bit deeper. Breathe a little bit louder and tune in more to the subtle sensations in our bodies. So you may notice any tightness or stickiness, or a place that's really open compared to a place that's not open. See what that feels like. And then we'll start to move our torso in the opposite direction. Again, big inhale forward, exhaling back. So, I can't coach the breath the whole time as I'm trying to cue other things, but it's very helpful to try to stay with that vocal breath. And then take a moment and explore any way that the spine wants to move. So ask your body, how does my spine want to move? And listen to that urge, follow it a little bit more. We'll take a few seconds and kind of explore our own intuitive movement. And then let's all meet back to a neutral spine. For the next movement, we'll inhale, our belly comes forward, and exhale, the belly comes back. So I'll do this from the side so you can see my spinal alignment. So you can breathe with this one, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. And again, we're focusing on really having that lower spine be the main area we are opening up. And again, I invite you to close the eyes and sense the energy starting to shift in that low pelvis, low spine area. And then we'll come back to a more neutral spine. And now we'll do the same movements, but working with the upper spine. So here we were focused on the lower. Now, as we do the torso rolls, focus on your chest. So each time you come forward, we'll open the chest up and you arch the back, arch the upper back. So chest comes forward, shoulders arch back. And notice how different that is from the other movement that we did. And notice if this one or the other one was more easy or more difficult. And then start to make your circle opposite direction. Again, that inhale, come forward, exhale, come back. Inhale forward, exhale back. And we'll take about 3 more rounds of this. Once you're finished with the third, start to explore some spinal movement again. Ask yourself, how does my spine want to move? How does my body want to move? And let that intelligence and that urge get louder. So I'm following how my energy naturally wants to move right now. I'm not telling it, I'm listening. And then we'll come back and meet center. Now, just as we did before, we inhale forward, open up your chest. Big breath in through your nose. And then exhale back. Contract, curl in. Again, inhale forward, open the chest, open your shoulders, chin comes up a little bit. Exhale, tuck your chin, curl your back in. Focusing on the upper back. And once you watch me and have the movement down, close your eyes. Feel it within yourself. And then start to tune into your energy a little bit more. So can you feel how the energy is starting to move in your body? Can you tune in to how Kundalini is starting to play along with this movement? And then we'll all meet back to center. So for this next movement, we will work on the spine using the side body. So it's a little bit snaky of a movement. You can watch me first. So the top of our head will come down, the shoulder stays open, We drop it down to one side and then curl back up. And then it's going to tilt going the other way. And we keep the shoulder open. And it's as if we're drawing an infinity sign with our heads and with the movement. And now we want to keep this movement in the frontal plane. So we're thinking of our bodies maybe in a toaster. And we're trying to stay within that plane. And everyone's flexibility will be different here. My side body flexibility is not so strong. So this is a good movement for me. We'll take about 30 more seconds here. Try to close your eyes and feel the movement. Doesn't matter how it looks. It matters how it feels. We're trying to feel into the subtleties and learn more about our bodies through this movement. And the more you relax into it, the easier it goes. And after your next dip, just come back to center. And so for our next movement, place your left hand onto the mat and then inhale your right hand back and open your chest. And then exhale, come forward. The right hand comes back. Inhale, left hand comes up and over. Exhale, comes forward. Inhale, open your chest, open your neck. Look up a little bit. Exhale, forward. So we're opening up the chest, opening up the shoulders even more in this movement. Once you have it, maybe close your eyes and be with your body. And we'll take one more round each side. And then once you're finished, just come up. We'll meet back with a neutral spine. Next, we'll start to move the neck a little bit more. So the chin will drop down to your chest, and then just lightly take the neck over towards the right side. The shoulders will come back, so we're really open in the chest. Just hold that stretch for a moment. And then start to move it gently and slowly over to the other side. Holding that movement. And then you can swing it back the other way, this time going more into a circle. So we're kind of allowing the head to be heavy, but still really putting our care and attention to it. And then allow this movement to feel good for you. And then slowly take the movement opposite way. If any points feel more tense or more tight, you can hold a stretch. You can hold into that point of tension and send your breath there and see if you can open it a little bit more with your breath. And then we'll all come back to center and meet there. And now we'll move into doing some breath of fire. Now that we have opened our bodies and opened our spines more, we can move more energy. So breath of fire is a practice that we do in and out through our nose, and it creates this flowing motion through the belly. So it's not so sharp like Kapalabhati, it's more of a flow into the belly. So let me give you a little demonstration first. We will take our arms up, thumbs out, fingers in. Big inhale in through the nose. And then begin. So you have an idea what it looks like, but let me teach you a little bit deeper. So this movement helps if we first open our tongues, open our mouths, and pant like a dog. So if you go like this, and as you're panting, notice the flow in your belly, right? And now we close the mouth and do that through our nose. Okay, so arms come up, thumbs out. You can start with a pant like a dog if that helps you feel it first. So close the mouth. And it helps to find a rhythm here. You don't have to follow my rhythm. Follow the own rhythm that works for you. If your body starts to feel overcharged or too much, you can take a pause and then come back to it. So if you feel like you have this breath down, you can close your eyes and roll your eyes up and towards your third eye point. Inhale, thumb tips come together. Big inhale, hold it in. Engage your Mula Bandha. Visualize the energy coming up. Keep a relaxed body. And exhale, release the arms down. Sweep the aura. Hands come down to the mat. Take a big, deep, normal breath in. Exhale, release. Another big, normal breath in. Exhale, release. And so that will conclude our Shakti Spinal Flow. I recommend taking a Shavasana and allowing the body to relax. It may not seem like we changed a lot through this flow, but there's a lot processing in the body when we work with the spine specifically. So taking some time to rest and integrate is essential to the process. Thank you for practicing with me, and I hope to see you soon.